Why? You gave me the number for some. It ain't like we did some research and found that yet.
Okay. When you put it like that. Hey everybody, I'm coming. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Alright, I'm gonna hit send. Hit send. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Hey, Kervixen. You never answered the question earlier, Kervixen. It's Kervixen or it's K-E-R Vixen? Are those your initials or am I right? Just say I'm right. It's okay. You can just say, really be you right. And I'll accept it. Hey, what's up, Auntie? How you doing? Hey, Mimi. Hey, Xavier. Lock Queen. Abby. Mwah. Let you answer about what we don't care. You know what? I know you don't care. Hey, Patty Duke. I'm glad you're not mad at me. Hey, Below. Hey, Tracy. Don't trip. I said it. Yes, it's Friday. Hello to the freaking weekend. Yes. Brandon. Hi, boo. How's everybody doing today? It is Friday. Listen, it's been a snowy week up here, but I am not complaining because of every time I look and see what's going on down into the Texas, baby, I don't have nothing to complain about. When I pulled up this afternoon, one of my neighbors was getting ready to start complaining about the weather. I said, I ain't got nothing to complain about. My power on, my heat work. I got gas in my car, food in my house, money in my bank account. I ain't rich, but baby, I ain't got nothing to complain about. What they say, the old songwriter said, I won't complain. Hey, you know? I know who it is.
I'm just saying, I love it.
You know how they say in church, the old songwriter used to say, you know how they do it in church. Hey, what's up, Gina Bina? Girl, I was so mad at myself when I got ready to get in my car and I was driving because I knew I was going, in my mind, I was going to Alexandria. And so I was just on autopilot and I was driving to the lodge. That's how long it's been since I've been in the lodge, honey. My car was on autopilot. My car said, oh, it's time for a meeting. You over your feelings, you'll give him the blues tomorrow. That's right. Give it to him, Patty Dude. Give it to him. Yeah, I honestly did not know where they were going. I didn't even know where he was staying until today. Or did I find out late last night? So I didn't know where they were. I didn't know. So, you know. That's one of my favorite songs. That's actually one of my favorite songs, too. Your Granny's, too. I know that's right. I think that's one of my mama's. That's actually one of my favorite songs. And when you come across somebody who can sing it, because see, here's the problem. Everybody can't sing it. That's one of them songs that, there's some songs where if you can sing, you can sing. There are other songs where everybody can't sing it. Everybody can't sing that song. Not watching a Mama's Family reunion. You sound like Pat. Pat keep Mama's Family stay in the DVR. But I like Mama's Family, though. That damn Vicki Lawrence is hilarious. All right, y'all. Let's get into this. Your cousin saying that at her home going, ooh, that thing probably tore you up, didn't it? I hate to say it like that. My mama used to make me sing that before she gave her testimony. Oh, you better sing sing it, mama, before you get that good testimony. You better sing it before you get that good testimony. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. All right. He tore it up. I know he did. You just came back home from grooming your cat. You and that cat, Lord. Natalia and that cat, honey. That's her baby right there. That is her baby. Natalia don't play with that cat. I didn't even know people got cats groomed. I know you got dogs groomed. I didn't even know you got cats groomed. I know that sounds ignorant for me to say that, but I ain't never had no cat. I ain't know. I thought cats just grooming themselves. I thought they kept their own. I thought they groomed themselves. I didn't know you groomed cats. I had never heard that before. You learn something new every day. That's one of them songs that never ends. Child. Get the channel to 1,000 subscribers. What are we talking about? Well, we get ready to talk about Kim Ye, that is no more. Kim Kardashian has officially filed. Oh, he got his hair cut. I just didn't know. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Because you have some cats that have all that hair. I guess that makes sense, child. Guess I just never thought of it, child. You just never think of those things. If you don't have a cat, I guess you don't think about that kind of stuff. So Kim Kardashian West has officially filed for divorce against her husband, soon to be ex-husband, Kanye. And I don't anticipate the divorce taking that long. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I don't anticipate the divorce taking that long because I'm sure they had prenups. I'm sure they had prenups, and I'm sure that they both were going to just kind of walk away. Thank you. Thank you, Auntie. 900 for probably about. I just knew I was going to get there by the end of the year. By the end of 2020, I'll have my 5,000 subscribers, child. I would get 2 subscribers, lose 3. They was playing games with me, honey. They was playing games with me. But I finally got over the hump, honey. Finally got over the hump. Cats and dogs are too much responsibility. Well, you know, cats are not as much responsibility as dogs are. You ain't got to walk a cat. You don't really have to worry about a cat tearing up your house. I mean, you know, doing this business all over your house if you keep the litter box clean. Abby said she can handle a goldfish. That's it. I actually want a pet. I don't want a pet right now because when I was living by myself, I was thinking about getting a pet. But now that I got people here, I'm good. I got people here now, I'm fine. I think I wanted a pet just to have somebody in the house with me. But but now that I got other people in the house with me, I'm kind of okay. Okay. You do well with what? What? Girl, that's a lot. That's a lot. I have 2 cats and they are so easy. My kids wanted a pet and I didn't want another child. You know what? There you go. That sounds like it's a nice little compromise then. That's a good little compromise. Okay. Now, of course, we've heard the rumors for months that they was getting ready to break up and that things were not too well between them. We saw the real public when he was going through. I feel like he was going through a manic state. I mean, I ain't nobody's doctor. I don't have nobody. I can't. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't diagnose nobody, but I feel like he was having a manic moment when he was talking about that she wanted to abort their child and, just telling a whole lot of their private business. I feel like, we saw her fly out to, was he at a ranch up in Colorado, I think, or something like that. And they had a public reconciliation. Oh, well, thank you. Well, thank you so much. Get this channel to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Not my Gia pet was too. No. No, Xavier. He was listen. I don't know who did and who didn't. It ain't my business. But he was saying that. So okay. So he wanted the divorce. Whatever it was. Whatever it was. Whoever it was. Whatever it was. Just the whole him telling the business. I just felt like. And that's when he was doing all that tweeting and all of that. And I felt then that he was in some sort of breakdown. You know, he was in some sort of like. And they've been living apart for months. Well, you know, Xavier, that's what they're saying now. Word on the curb is he's not doing very well at all. He doesn't want the divorce. He's upset. He's sad by it. He still loves her. He wanted to make the marriage work. But he understands. Like, he understands why she's doing it. He understands that he ain't been the best husband, you know. At least these last couple of years, like he gets it. But yeah, so yeah, honey, she's officially filed the paperwork. And like I said, when there's a prenup involved, I mean, unless somebody decides to fight the prenup, I just don't anticipate it taking a long, long time. Because he's TikTok boom. Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah. I'm not even saying this to be funny. I hope that he does have some friends around him and people that will be there to support him. Like, I absolutely hope so. I do worry about his. Yeah, I do too, y'all. I'm not even being funny. I do too. And I mean, as somebody who's kind of over, you know, Kanye West, but I certainly don't wish bad on him, especially knowing that he is dealing with some, you know, mental issues. So, Lord, both of y'all are crazy. You think Kanye needs a conservatorship? But who would do it at this point? Because if it was going to be done, it would have been Kim. Who the hell gonna do it? He doesn't have both of his parents gone. I don't know about his daddy. I don't even know if he has a relationship with his father, but we know his mom is gone and he's the only child. So who gonna do it? I mean, maybe his manager. I don't know. But anyway, so that's that. I'm sure. I hope that this becomes. I hope it doesn't become a big deal. But child, you never know with these people. So, Miss Derby from Tom Joyner Morning Show. Hey, sister. Oh, his sister, Miss Derby. You know what? I can't tell you the last time I listened to the Tom Joyner Morning Show. I didn't know nothing about his sister. I didn't know he had a sister. I thought he was the only child. My bad. I take that back. I didn't know he had a sister. My bad. With his mental health, he's not safe to be around. You never know when he will flip out. It can be dangerous to the family. That's true. Hey, Zap. Hey, boo. Kanye lost his mind, right? Yeah, he hasn't been right since his mom passed. He hasn't. Which makes you, you know, people who deal with family members who have mental illness, we know that anything can trigger. Like, you could be fine your whole life, and then something can trigger it. You know, yes, Ricky Smiley took over the Tom Joyner Morning Show, and then something could trigger it. You know, so that might have just triggered. But we know before that he was drinking a lot, like showing up at award shows drinking a lot. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. Tom Joyner did retire, yeah, but the person in the chat said Tom Joyner Morning Show, so I didn't know. Maybe I knew Tom Joyner retired and Ricky Smiley took over his show. It's called the Ricky Smiley Show now, but I didn't know if maybe maybe it was something I didn't know about Tom Joyner. That's all. Carolyn, you know what? I'm doing that. You know what? I'm doing that tomorrow. I'm doing the paperwork to do a P.O. box tomorrow. The answer is no, but I keep meaning to do one. But if you email me, I'll give you an address if you would like an address to mail me something. That's why you're asking. But I'm going to get a PO box this weekend. I keep forgetting until somebody asks me. I don't think about it because But if you email me, I will do that. I will give you an address. You can send me something. Okay, you guys. Well, that's that. Let's move on. So last night a new show premiered. I already put my review up, honey. Abby, can you do me a favor if you're still in the chat? Can you drop the link for Chasing Reality channel? Okay, Natalia. Thank you, Auntie. I'll DM you. When his mother passed away, I remember the Time During the Morning Show, them saying Miss Dupree was his sister. Oh, Miss Dupree from the Time During the Morning Show. I don't think that's really his sister. I don't think that's like really his sister. I think that was a joke. Yeah, I don't think that was really, really his sister. One of my former coworkers was friends with his mom. You know, his mom was an AKA, and they were sorors, and I think they went to undergrad together. I don't think they pledged together, but I think they went to undergrad together, and they were friends. And she knew him, but not like knew him like she could pick up the phone, call him, but she knew him, like remembered him as a kid, and that kind of thing. So the retreat came on last night. It's a new show on the Chasing Reality channel on YouTube. It's a web series, and Chasing Reality is really becoming almost I know Dario's vision, and Dario is the creator of Chasing Reality, the brand. His vision is to have an ongoing like network type where there's always a show on. And they're almost getting there. They're getting there. So we have Chasing Reality, Chasing Atlanta, Chasing Dallas. We have Markel's show, the dating show, Lovers and Friends, and now we've added The Retreat. And The Retreat it's a mini series. It's only going to be 4 episodes. But what we have people from Chasing Dallas and a couple of other people that we may not necessarily know. Thanks, Abby. Dre Summer, you probably know from G Status ATL Hustle, and a new guy, Eric, who I have no idea where he came from. I know he don't know what a Ritz-Carlton is, but I'm gonna let that go. Maybe. Here's the thing about the Ritz-Carlton comment. He was trying to be shady. So if you're gonna be shady, you gotta get your shit right. That's like you being shady, talking about something. Oh no, the only cut of beef that I eat is a filet mignon. The read don't work if you can't say it right. You see what I'm saying? So you can't be like, I don't do porterhouse, I don't do ribeye, I only do a filet mignon. It don't work. So you can't say, oh, this house is cute or whatever, but it ain't the Ritz-Carlton. If you can't say the word right, then the read is lost, because now I'm reading you. You see what I'm saying? So he tried to be shady talking about the Ritz-Carlton, and he said the Ritz-Carlton. Like, I had to rewind it because I was like, before I say something, then I want to make sure he said it wrong. Right, he don't know. Hey, Macklin Clark, how you doing? So I was like, yeah. I had to rewind it because I had to make sure I heard him say it wrong. Because I said, well, maybe he's just not pronunciating the Z, and it sounded like Ritz-Carlton. I think, what did he say? Ritz-Carlton instead of Ritz-Carlton, which means that you've clearly never stayed at a Ritz-Carlton before, because if you had stayed at a Ritz-Carlton, you would know it's Ritz. You've only heard people say the word, and you thought they were saying Ritz-Carlton. That's what that says to me. I mean, call me crazy. Because if you've ever stayed at a Ritz-Carlton, it's written all over the place. It's on the stationery, just like any other hotel. It's all over. It's on the menu, room service. It's on the door. Like, so that means you've never stayed there. Anyway, see how it left? Watch somebody gonna name themselves filet mignon. Hey, Sassy Francis, what's up, baby? How you doing? I ain't seen you in a while. Rich Carlton. That's what it was, DeWanda. That's exactly what he said. Rich Carlton. I was trying to remember what he said. He said the Rich Carlton. Then I said, well, maybe he's trying to be funny saying rich. But no, you meant you thought it was really the Rich Carlton. Exactly, little baby. If you've ever stayed in one, I can believe Lala Ree was sent home. I mean, do I think it was production? Sure. Do I think they was playing games with production? Sure. But can I believe that she got sent home? Yeah. Because to be perfectly honest with you, I wouldn't have been mad at RuPaul for sending her ass home with that runway, that bag challenge. I wouldn't have been mad at all. I wouldn't have been mad at all if she got sent home at all, because that was a hot damn mess that she came out on that runway with. I don't give a damn how much you can't sew. That, But have you been following Lala Ree on her Instagram? Lala Ree been dropping videos and music and all kinds of stuff, child. Lala Ree ain't playing with these hoes. I did, DeWanda. Yes, the Justice League. We got a shout out twice last night. We got a shout out on the after show, and then Reese G went live on his Facebook and gave us another shout out. So first, Ariel O'Hara gave us the shout out, and then Reese G gave us the shout out. Now Ebby got in his ear a little bit about the Justice League, but he still shouted us out, honey. He still gave us the shout out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I like Lala Ree, don't get me wrong, but if Lala Ree had got sent home after that runway, I don't care how good the lipstick was, I wouldn't have been mad. I honestly wouldn't have been mad at all. Now, what I was mad about was Tanisha Iman getting sent home, because I really feel like Utica should have been in the bottom that week, and I don't feel like Tanisha Iman should have even been lip syncing. But that's just me. Well, Macklin, that's just production. That's production, because Utica really should have been in the bottom, honest, in my opinion. And I like Utica. I really like Utica, but I really feel like Utica bombed the 70s challenge. I really do. I really don't. I really think she bombed the 70s challenge. And her runway was horrible. That's just my 2 cents. But back to the retreat. So, yeah, that's her name in real life. I don't know nothing about. I don't know Tanisha and Kendall's fight. I don't know. Oh, Candy, girl, you got to go back and look at the show. I ain't got time to go through all of that, child. You got to go back and look at the show. They was fighting for about 2-3 weeks in a row. You got to go back and look at the show, child. Hey, KK. But let me finish up the retreat. I get back, Macklin. I get back to RuPaul in a minute. But let me finish up this retreat, because I keep y'all know my ADHD. I be going left and going right, up and down. Y'all know I be So the retreat is a great concept. The concept of the show is you're bringing people from Chasing Dallas to come for a weekend retreat. They done rented them a good Airbnb down to the beach. It looked like it was a cute little house, cute little beach house. Now, Ariel O'Hara, I did not read you for this in my review, and I love you, Ariel O'Hara, but sometimes you say stuff that make people kind of give you a side eye, like, ditzy blonde kind of side eye. Girl, you ain't never been to a beach house before? She want to know why the beach house was up on the stilts. Most beach houses that are right on the water are up on stilts because of the tide. Because of the tide. And when there are hurricanes and stuff like that, and the water rises, so it don't flood the beach houses every time. Girl, you don't know that? Ariel, I love you though, girl. I love you though. Anyway, child. Anyway. So, of course, it's going to be some drama. But the episode was cute, right? I thought it was really done. And Dario is definitely, you can definitely tell that he is stepping up the editing skills, the filters that they're using. The people looked good. The confessionals, whatever lighting they're using or filters they're using on those cameras or lighting, baby, they look good. Reese's confessional look, bitch. That first confessional look with the bald head and the beat face, yes, okay. Dre Simba's beat, yes, I was here for all of that. And so there was a little bit of light, little shade. It was a really, really good first episode. So if you are not, if you don't know, you have no idea what I'm talking about, go check out. Evie dropped the link. Go to the Chasing Reality YouTube channel and go check it out. It is a really, really cute concept. It's a really, really cute show. But that ain't even what I wanted to talk about. But the real show was the after show. Baby, Reese and Ariel went live for the little after show down to the Chasing Reality YouTube channel. And they was talking. And of course, they was being a little shady. Because just like with these TV shows, you know what you filmed, but you don't. In this case, everybody knows what was filmed because they were all right there together. But they don't know what was in people's confessionals. So when they heard the confessionals, baby. So there was a little shade back and forth. Then Dre Simba went live. This Abby, correct me if I'm wrong. Then Dre Simba went live. And Dre Simba was a little inebriated. He was a little inebriated. Okay, he was a little inebriated. And he was talking cash money trash, okay, about everybody. Then Reese, they must, because I went away and Abby, listen, this which I don't know about the Justice League group chat is that Abby is the roving reporter. For as much as Abby be like she don't care about shit, Abby be knowing everything when it come down to the Chasing Reality brand and G Status. When we cared about G Status, if somebody was live or if something had gone down, child, Abby know about it. So Abby done dropped this link into the group chat. Okay, Reese G live on his Facebook. So we went, me and Abby went running on over to Reese live, baby, and went down to the Reese live. Dre Simba came on to Reese live and didn't remember shit he had said on his Instagram live and said he ain't say this and he ain't said that. Then you had Robert. We don't even know who the hell Robert is. You know why we don't know who Robert is? Because his ass wasn't even on the retreat last night. He's on this upcoming season of Chasing Dallas. So don't nobody even know who Robert is. But like Abby said into the group chat, Robert is a member of the Nuck If You Buck committee because he came on the Reese G's live and was like, I don't do no whole lot of talking. Okay? I just don't do no whole lot of talking. So all it is, I don't have time for it. He said, Reese, set up a scene and invite everybody to the scene. Because I got some stuff to say to Dre Simba. I just want to talk to him. Y'all, if y'all could have seen Reese's face, Reese was like, here go Reese. I mean, I set the scene up, but I ain't coming. Reese said, I ain't coming. He said, I set the scene up, but I'm not coming. He said, as a matter of fact, let's just do it virtually. Let's do the virtual scene. Let's do it virtually. Because Reese said, what you not going to do? What you not going to do? No, ma'am. Oh, no. But then, and then it's some stuff with this Eric dude. He, the Mr. Rich Carlton guy. He done said some shady stuff, child. So then Trey Howard came up there because see, Trey Howard and Dre Simba, they got beef. But you got to go watch the show and go find out about their beef. And then when you get done watching the show, go watch all of our reviews, okay? Go watch my review and Abby review. Scotty's review was already up. YB Entertainment, he did a live review. Matter of fact, he was live when I went live. So he did a live review. I'm not sure about T yet. And you know, Cats Meow is dealing with everything down in Texas, so he may or may not even review this. He may not review it at all. He may just catch up, later. But certainly, he got bigger fish to fry. Robert Ray is your spirit animal. Of course he is. Of course he is, Abby. Of course he is your spirit animal, honey. Yes, honey. Yes. So y'all, it was so funny. So if you follow Reese down to the Instagram, down to the Facebook, if you're on his Facebook, go watch that live before it's gone. But it was on Facebook Live, honey. And the after show is still posted. And Dre Simber may or may not have taken his live down, but it's only up there for 24 hours. So you might want to go check. I know he went live again this afternoon to try to clean up some of the stuff he said. He was cleaning up. Well, how'd that song go? What I messed up, I got to clean up. Because Reese was like, why you come for me? Like, why you come for me? I ain't do nothing to you. So, baby. Child. So y'all go check all that stuff out. For those of you who've been rocking with the Chasing Reality brand, y'all know who all these people are. If this is new information and you have no idea what I'm talking about, start by going over to the Chasing Reality YouTube channel and watch last night's episode of The Retreat. It's a brand new show. It's the new episode of the show. And tomorrow night on YB's channel, it's a Justice League interview. I probably won't be there, and El Teddy probably won't be there because y'all know El Teddy is here for the weekend, and I think I'm gonna be somewhere with El Teddy tomorrow, child. So we probably won't be there, but the rest of the Justice League will be doing an interview on YB Entertainment's channel tomorrow. He's gonna be interviewing Trey Howard, but baby, we working on Robert. Matter of fact, I think Abby, you should reach out to Robert and put it on your channel since you was the one that was like, the Justice League want to interview Robert, and since he's your spirit animal, I feel like you need to go DM him right now. Go DM him right now. Especially since you was dropping his Instagram all in the group chat. Abby was like, I found him. Here you go, right here. Go on DM him and tell him we want to interview him. Yep. But baby, last night was a lot. Okay, last night was a lot. Okay, y'all. So can we talk? All right, let's talk about some foolishness Let's talk about some foolishness for a minute. Charlemagne. I don't add that last part because he is not my God. But Charlemagne made some ignorant comments about Lakeith Stanfield. Now, for those of you who don't know who I'm talking about, Charlemagne is a DJ. Lakeith Stanfield is an actor. Let me say that one more time. Lakeith Stanfield is an actor. Let me say that one more time for the people in the back. He is an actor. That's what he does for a living. He acts. Okay. Charlemagne was interviewing Daniel. I don't want to butcher his last name, but the star of Judas and the Black Messiah, the man who plays Fred Hampton. We know him from Black Panther and Get Out and stuff like that. So we know who he is. And Charlemagne says to him, well, did you look at Lakeith any differently after doing this movie? Because I know the name, Xavier. I'm just not about this. Y'all know I'll be messing up names. The Daniel, we good. Okay. Yeah, dude from Atlanta. That's Lakeith. He's from Atlanta. Vovo, I don't need you giving me the phonetic spelling. Y'all shady. I don't need that. I said his name Daniel. So I can't wait for the new season of Atlanta too, Lil Baby, but this is going to probably be the last season. And matter of fact, Lil Baby, remind me, when I get done talking about this, just remind me to tell you why I said that this is going to probably be the last season for Atlanta because I got some information that I was going to talk to y'all about yesterday, but we ended up doing the review, so we never really got there. Hey, Big and Sexy and VA. What's up, boo? I ain't seen you in a minute. So he says to him, Charlamagne says to Daniel, did you look at him crazy after y'all filmed this movie? Or did you look at him any differently? Because I feel like he did too good of a job. Thank you, y'all. Thank you so much. Hey, Belize. Hey, boo. Although I don't know, Belize was giving. I was getting ready to say Belize don't never give me a hard time, but sometimes she do. I'm gonna read y'all what he said. Okay. He said he played the role too well. Now, Lakeith did, shoot back down to his Instagram and told him that and said that, Charlamagne is a hoe and it's because of hoes like that, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Here's the thing. When Daniel responded, the first thing Daniel said was, oh, so you and Lakeith still beefing? Like, basically, I see what you're doing, and I'm not entertaining it. I see what you're doing. He did, Moya. He absolutely got him together with class. Yes, I watched the Wendy Williams movie. You can go check out my review. It's posted. Absolutely, he did. But my thing is this. So because he played a snitch, you're going to look at him, at his personal character differently because he played a snitch in a movie. A movie. Because he's an actor. No, that wasn't his attempt at humor. For whatever reason, Charlamagne and Lakeith got into it. Now, let me be clear. Lakeith did make some comments about a year or so ago that were a little ignorant. I wasn't crazy, but I don't remember the exact quote now. But he made some comments about, I want to say it was about dating white women, but I could be wrong. I could be just making that up. But it was something dealing with race, and Charlamagne jumped on it, and Lakeith came back later and sort of apologized and tried to clean it up. But y'all know Charlamagne can't let shit go. And so my thing is, now you coming back a year later and you still got something stupid to say. If you don't go sit down somewhere. Exactly. When you have talent. Exactly. He said something about gays as well. Right. So my thing is this. I'm not defending Lakeith because he has made some problematic statements in the past. Maybe that's the statement I'm talking about, Lil Baby. I mean, it's me, D. He has made some problematic statements in the past. So I ain't defending Lakeith. I'm just saying, sir, if you want to throw shade, throw shade. But that's like trying to be shady and saying the Ritz-Carlton instead of the Ritz-Carlton. Like it doesn't apply, so it makes you look stupid. I thought it was about Lakeith saying that black people need to cancel Shade Room and the Breakfast Club. It might be, but I know Lakeith has made some problematic statements, and I know him and Charlamagne have gone back and forth. But he might have made them comments about the Shade Room. I mean, about the Breakfast Club because of damn Charlamagne. Lakeith. Again, I'm not necessarily defending Lakeith but I just was like, sir, really, sir, really. You're going to look at him differently because he did a good job acting? I just thought it was ignorant. I just thought Charlamagne, I'm not a Charlamagne fan, but I don't go out of my way to hate him either. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't really watch The Breakfast Club. That's it. That's all. Like, I don't go out of my way to come for him. You know what I'm saying? Can you talk next about what Macklin? I appreciate you being here, Macklin, but you need to come regularly. We didn't already talked about that. We talked about that 2 weeks ago, girl. Or guy. We didn't already talked about T.I. and Tiny and Shekinah. You try to support members. You know what, Xavier? That was shady. That was shady. That was shady. That was shady. I ain't doing that with you. That was shady. Little baby, see, you about to be, little baby, you about to be. Anyway, okay, so the reason why I said what I said about the reason why I said what I said about Atlanta, this probably being the last season of Atlanta, at least the way we're used to seeing it, is because, let me find it so I can make sure I give y'all the right information. Donald Glover signs an 8-figure deal with Amazon for new content, for a new content channel, and Malia Obama is reportedly on the writing staff. So why would I keep giving FX money, even though he's the writer, creator, producer, whatever? Why would I keep giving FX money for a TV show when I just signed an 8-figure deal for me to have a whole channel over to the Amazon? So I feel like this is probably going to be the last season for Atlanta. And also, they've had to keep pushing Atlanta back because Donald Glover has blown up so much, and he's been doing so many different other projects that he has to keep pushing production back. And then Lakeith has been doing other things. So I feel like in its current carnation, this is going to be the last season of Atlanta. Now, do I see them maybe trying to take it over to the new network? Maybe. If FX allows him to do it, if he's able to do it and maintain the integrity of the show, sure. But I think this is going to probably be the last season of Atlanta on FX. Now, that doesn't mean that he won't take it to the new platform. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying in its current situation. Childish Gambino is producing a show called Hive, created by Black writer Emily Obama. Is going to be a writer. It'll be inspired by Beyonce. I'm so excited. Yeah, that's going to be the show on his new network, on his new channel. Yeah, that's one of the shows on his new channel. Right. Okay. Atlanta has been renewed for a 4th season. What I'm saying is this is going to probably be the last season. That's what I think. And now, look, y'all, I don't know that man. I ain't talked to Mr. Glover. He certainly has not asked me. I'm just telling y'all what I think, because it's sort of like Shonda Rhimes. If I get a deal with Netflix where they're allowing me to create all of my original content and my own movies and my own TV shows and this, that, and the other, why would I continue to do How to Get Away with Murder and Scandal? I know that's not how it went down, y'all. I'm using an example. Please don't tell me that's not why she left ABC. I know that's not how it went down. I'm just using an example. Little baby, that's not nice. Little baby. It's not nice. Do you see the message I sent you about Gorilla Goo Girl and the doctor going to be on The Real? Yeah, she was interviewed on The Real today. She said that she never said she was suing nobody. She said she don't know where that started. She said she takes full responsibility for putting it on her hair. She did it to herself, and she never had any intention of suing. She don't know where that came from. I'm just telling you what she said. But you sent me a message on Instagram today. I did get a message. You know what? I got to figure out my my settings on Instagram, because some of my settings, people send me messages and they come right through, and then some it'll say so-and-so is requesting to send you a message. Yeah, I saw it. And Donald can maintain and retain creative control over all of his works. Yeah. And again, I don't know what kind of contract he signed with FX. But the reality is his contract with FX probably isn't that great, because when he first started doing Atlanta, he wasn't Donald Glover. It's sort of like the same thing with Dave Chappelle. A lot of people assumed that Dave Chappelle had way more control over the Chappelle Show because he was already a well-known comedian. And so I say that to say Donald Glover blew up after Atlanta. So that deal that he signed, it may or may not have been the best deal. Not to say it was a horrible deal. It just may not have been the best deal. Yeah, she's been interning at movie studios and stuff like that. Even when you go back to, I don't know if y'all remember the summer between her senior year of high school, and she took a gap year. Now remember, she took a gap year before she went to Harvard. She worked in LA. She worked for, and I'm sure her parents helped her get the job, let's be clear, but she's been working in that area previously. Because remember when that paparazzi was trying to post that picture of her, and Michelle Obama shut that thing down? Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think the interview was today. Tessica Brown got more sense than some of these fans and legal experts on Twitter. I know when folks would ask about the next season of Atlanta, Donald would always act like it was a chore. He don't want to do it, but he has to. Yeah, I don't think he wants to do it, because I feel like if you really wanted to do it, you could have done it by now. Like, yes, you keep pushing it back because you've been getting these other projects, but the reality is some of these projects are projects that you can control. You know what I'm saying? Like before the pandemic, he was getting ready to go on tour as Childish Gambino. I think he was the opening act for somebody or something like that. Like, you can control that, sir. You don't have to go on tour. You know what I mean? Like, if you really wanted to get us 10 good episodes of Atlanta and send it on over to FX and then go on tour, you could have done that. You don't have to go on tour. Now, certain movies, of course, you can't control when a movie is going to film. But we see people do it all the time that really want to make it work. We see people do it all the time. They're working on movies and they still doing they're still taking care of the TV show obligations. We see people do it all the time. I feel like he doesn't want to do it. And that's another reason why I won't be surprised if this is it for Atlanta. Because I don't think he wants to do it anymore. Yeah, now Coachella, he can't control me. Coachella is Coachella. But I think he was getting ready to go on tour or something. I mean, hell, Beyonce was still going to try to do Coachella. Now, she ultimately had to bow out because she got pregnant and she was like, I have to do it next year. But she was going to try. She was going to try to make it happen. Jay-Z looked at her and was like, no, ma'am, go sit your ass down. You're not. Go sit your ass down. Mm-mm. Call them people, tell them you be there next year. Go sit down. I'm not sure of the start date for Pose, but they are filming. But the holdup with Pose, from my understanding, is that they can't film any of the ballroom scenes. So they've been filming the auxiliary stories, but you can't have Pose without ballroom. You can't have Pose without an opening ballroom scene and a closing ballroom scene. You gotta have at least 2 ballroom scenes for every episode of Pose. Like, you can't do it. The only episode they got away with not having a ballroom was when them hoes went up to the Hamptons. But then they gave us Dominique Jackson reading the dog fuck out of that lady, and we was okay with it. We were okay with it. Like, oh, you're gonna give us that one? Oh, well, we was good. We good. So they are filming, but that's my understanding, is that because of COVID and because of COVID restrictions, they haven't been able to do any of the ballroom scenes. Now, I will say this, though. I feel like they could do the ballroom scenes if they really want to. I've been watching a lot of TV. I know I watch a lot of TV. And I see shows that film scenes that have a lot of people in them. You just you just testing. You have to do the COVID testing, and when they're not on set, they're wearing masks, and they just got to get tested every day. They just got to get COVID tested. Hell, if they can have whole football, they had a whole football season. And yes, there was some COVID situations, but they had a whole football season. I feel like they could do it. But I know they are filming. Will I be watching Jamie Foxx's new show on Netflix? I don't know nothing about it. We haven't seen America's favorite co-host in a while. She upstairs, child. She upstairs. I will still watch that scene on YouTube. Child. Listen, Brandon, I do too. Every once in a while, somebody will post it on Instagram for whatever reason. I watch it every time. Every time. I don't care. I don't even care why they posted it. I just be like, thank you. Thank you. Hydrate, mother. Child. I think Pose can work without ball. No, it cannot. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, Xavier. Nope. I don't want to see Pose without ballroom. I don't want to see it. I do not want to see Pose without ballroom scenes. I'm sorry. I don't. Sorry. I don't want to see it. If I can't get, and I'm okay with not getting 2 per episode, but if I can't get me 1 good ballroom, I don't want it. Just wait until you can just I'd rather them hold off until they can do it right than to halfway give it to us. No. Pose without ballroom is just another drama. It's just another 80s drama. Why bother? No, ma'am. Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they'll do it. I think that there may be more to that story. I mean, I agree that I can agree that filming a ballroom scene will be problematic. But you can always do camera angles. You can always, you may not be able to do the wide lens and show like the whole crowd and all of that. They might have to add in some sound in post-production to make it sound louder than it was. But they can do it. They just have to get creative. And I think what they're probably trying to do, and again, I don't know none of these people. I ain't asked nobody. But I feel like what they're probably trying to do is maybe film around it for as long as they can. And then maybe do all of the ballroom scenes at one time rather than having to film one scene, test everybody, because remember, 90% of the people that are in those ballroom scenes are not regulars on the show. So these are just extras that they're bringing in that they got to test and they got to do this and do that. I feel like what they may want to do is maybe take 2 or 3 days and film all of the ballroom scenes at one time. That's what makes sense to me. Just do some costume changes, but film all of the ballroom scenes at one time. But you got to think about even something as simple as the choreography. You figure you got to work. It's just a lot of moving parts. Child, Pose ain't got that kind of budget. Now, Xavier, Pose ain't got no CGI budget. Now, stop it. You know they ain't got that kind of budget. Come judge for me. Come judge for me. Come judge for me. Yes. If we could get into the daily life of some of these characters and explore more side characters, especially the new children that Bianca's supposed to be having. Yes, but I'm serious. I don't want Pose if I can't get a ballroom. I don't want it. I don't want it. But I just think they can be creative with the angles and the cameras. Like I said, they might just have to do a tight, just show just the walk and just show the judges and then give us some auxiliary. Hell, at this point, cut and paste from old episodes. Cut and paste the crowd. Edit the crowd in from old episodes and splice everything together, child. You can do it. Ron Murphy can borrow some money from his American Horror Story budget. Well, it's inspired by him and his daughter's relationship, being a single dad. I'll be honest with you. I love Jamie Foxx, so I'll probably watch it. Now, whether I'll review it or not, it'll probably just be one of those shows that I watch for my own pleasure. I probably won't review it, but I'll probably watch it. All right, Macklin, I'll answer that question in a second. Let me make sure I covered everything because you want to keep talking about RuPaul, honey. RuPaul is tomorrow. Well, we probably won't talk about RuPaul tomorrow either because I'm gonna be busy tomorrow. We probably won't get to RuPaul till Monday. Maybe Sunday. Maybe my Sunday live we'll talk about RuPaul, but we definitely won't get to that tomorrow. But we'll talk. I'll answer your question about RuPaul. Give me a second. I think the last thing was Ted Cruz. Well, we already know the Ted Cruz story, but that's all I want to say about the whole Ted Cruz situation. How big? Yeah, we talked about the divorce fresh press juice. How big of an asshole do you have to be to blame your children for what you did? Ted Cruz, you are the donkey of the day. You are the Bama of the week. That's a DC thing. If y'all don't know who that's Huggy Lowdown. That's a DC thing. Y'all may or may not know who that is. My DC people know who that is. But you gonna blame your daughters for why you went to Cancun? You said, well, we didn't have any water and any heat either. And so my daughters had some friends down to the Mexico and they wanted to go. And so I was being a good dad and I took them. I was coming right back, but your plane ticket wasn't booked your plane ticket was for Monday. You went and booked you a plane ticket for yesterday, but your original plane ticket, sir, had you coming back on Monday. You had no intention of coming back. You thought nobody saw you. That's what you thought. You had no intention of coming back. And it's one thing to lie, because politicians lie, child. That's what they gonna do. But you blamed your daughter? Sir. How big of a lowlife? And we already know he is a lowlife. Like, there's no respect for Ted Cruz. None for me. But sir, your daughters. Child, Xavier, listen, the answer to your question is I don't know, but he gonna let this die down and he gonna run. He might be saying that right now because everybody mad at him, but y'all know, unfortunately, we have short memories, and once this is all over, it depends on when he's running. It depends on when he's up for re-election. If he got 2 or 3 more years, hell yeah, he running for re-election, child, because by then people will have forgotten. It might make it into a couple of campaign ads, but for the most part, people ain't even gonna be mad no more. But if he got to run for re-election next year, I don't know. It might look bad for him. Hey, Miss Honey, what's up, boo? He runs again in 4 years, child. Yeah, he running. People got short memories. Nobody listen. And this is me not having a whole lot of faith in our electorate. Okay, I'm sorry. I love y'all to death, but people have short memories. And he's gonna go to run in 3 years. Because you know they got to start running a year early. So 3 years from now, when he get ready to start running, guess what? People are gonna bring it up. It's gonna probably be a couple of sound bites, but for the most part, people gonna move on. There she is. Y'all saw her just open up the kitchen. Open up the refrigerator. That's her. I know for a fact that I'm going straight to hell. When I heard Rush Limbaugh killed over, I cracked up. Girl, you wasn't the only one, child. There was people who was laughing. You know what? Please don't do that. Now my issue was him looking 12 months pregnant. Not 12 months pregnant down to the airport. 12 months pregnant? Damn, he 12 months pregnant? I'm sorry, but Ted Cruz should be blank, especially after that whole Capitol Hill mess. Listen. He did. He absolutely did. Nay, your fans asked about you. She said hi. Told y'all she was upstairs, honey. You know she be working hard for her money. She tired. It's Friday, child. I probably ain't gonna see her till Monday, child. She just gonna come down here to eat and go back up in her room. Who do I want to see back? Okay, I'm going to answer this and then we're going to get off of here because y'all know Friday nights are tight. I got a lot of shows on Friday nights. Plus, I'm behind. I got shows I haven't done all week. I'm behind because we didn't talk about Married at First Sight, but we could talk about them tomorrow. We could talk about them Sunday. But I need to do Married at First Sight. I need to do Sisters. I need to do and then I got my shows tonight to do. So, got that. And RuPaul comes on in 8 minutes. So, okay. At this point, honestly, the only person I know I really want to see come back is Tanisha Iman. I don't know. Since she works hard for her money, I better treat her right. I do treat her right. Nay, don't I treat you right? She said yes.
I said depending on the day.
She said yes. What I will do is when we talk about RuPaul, maybe Sunday or Monday, I'll invite some people on, and maybe we can ask that question too, because Abby may have some people. No, Shangela's been there and done that. I think, first of all, Shangela don't need to come back because she'd have been on it 3 times. Second of all, Shangela, I think, has exceeded the platform. She's done exactly what you're supposed to do. She took the platform, rolled it up, put it on his back, and kept it moving. I think we're at the point now with RuPaul's Drag Race that I would like to start seeing some of these queens be judges. I would love to see Shangela as a judge. I would love to see Shangela on the show as a judge. Absolutely. I think certain queens have exceeded the platform. And I would love to see them come back. You know, American Idol does that. American Idol has invited alumni back to be the coaches, you know, for the 1 episode. And RuPaul has done that. Where I think Bob the Drag Queen came back and was a coach and stuff. I know they did it when they did the Celebrity Drag Race where they had them come back. I wouldn't mind seeing some of these queens come back as judges on an episode. I would absolutely. You know what? I could see Silky coming back for All Stars. I could see that. I think she's calmed down a little bit. I think she was able to see herself on the show and see where to draw the line. I could see her coming back. I could see her come. I could see her on, and I like Silky. I think sometimes she did a little much, but you know, I think that's part of her personality. But I would support Silky Ganache coming back. I would support that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, I would like to see Shangela. I would love to see Bob the Drag Queen come back as judges. I would support that. I love Vanjie. I don't want to see her as a judge, though. I don't want to see Vanjie as a judge. But again, Vanjie is someone who, I'm not going to say she's necessarily exceeded the platform at this point, but she's taken her fame from the platform and been able to roll it. She's definitely been able to roll it. No, Sherry Pie was on Tamara Hall. I didn't even know she was on there. Is that what's going on? That they fighting over who gonna take Rush Limbaugh? Child, Danny, you gotta have to tell me about that. I didn't know she was on because I don't regularly watch Tamara Hall. Not that I got a problem with Tamara Hall. I just don't regularly watch her. You got to tell me what happened. Oh, you got to tell me what happened, honey. Child, yeah, they just started a whole new season, honey. I ain't looked at American Idol in probably 10 years, but it's still on. It is still on. I'm gonna tell you the last season of American Idol I watched. The last season of American Idol I watched was the season that Ellen DeGeneres was a judge. Because I didn't like the way they did that season. And that's why she left, because she didn't like the way they judged. They were purposely not choosing the best singers because they wanted to create storylines and they wanted to create better. It was more produced. So instead of just saying, hey, these are the better singers, let America decide. We're going to pick the best singers out of the group and let America decide and let the stories create themselves. We're going to create the story and we're going to tell America who, and they weren't picking the best singers. And Ellen was really, really disheartened by, I'll never forget. I remember the episode where she was talking about, it was LA week, you know, when they would all go to LA. And there was a girl on there who she had auditioned something like 6 or 7 times, right? And she had actually been chosen before, but she had never gotten this far in the process before. She was like a single mom and she had this whole story. And she was a good singer. And I remember that Ellen fought for her. It was a little black girl too. Ellen fought for this woman. She fought for her. And they ultimately decided to cut her during LA week. And when I tell you Ellen DeGeneres broke down and she cried so hard, and she was the one that actually went and talked to the girl and told the girl she wasn't going to be chosen. But Ellen broke down. And I knew then, I said, she ain't coming back. I said, she ain't coming back. Because you could tell how much that bothered her. And she was even talking to them like, but she can sing. But she can sing. Like she kept saying, but she can, like, why are we cutting her? She can sing. Like, I'm not, and they picked other singers who were not as good of singers above her. So that was my last season too, because I didn't enjoy it. I was like, if we're not going to pick the best singers, I'm not vested in any of this. I'm not vested in any of this. If we're not picking the best singers, I don't care about none of the rest of this. Lord, no beliefs. That's crazy. All right, y'all. I got to get ready to get off of here. Yeah, Danny, call me later. Maybe we'll talk about it because I didn't see it with Sherry Pie. That is my Avon link. You guys, once again, thank you for those who have, those who want to, those who try to. And thank you all for being here to support me. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell. I go live almost every day and we can talk about what we talk about. Let me know. And I will talk to y'all later. Peace.